Yeah, I slept a little bit and then I couldn't fall back asleep. Thanks Isaac Dude and hello Steven. Twitch straight up doesn't work with you block now. Uh-oh, it's time to switching browserings, methinks. Yeah, back on. I think my Firefox has been fine. It's nice. No problemo. This perspective tool, it's built into it. It's very nicing. That's why I don't have to use the Blender stuff anymore. Perspective ruler, process, add vanishing point, bada bing, bada boom, and then whee! It can also do multiple vanishing points. Usually, I think what I do is, if I already have a pose in mind and I want to be like bada bing, bada boom, and then I'll like draw a little like reference thing and then just use the two ones that I have sketched out and then use that one. So then you can have multiple. And play around with it. Very easy, very nice. Ah, Fajia Buti! Why did my Chatterino settings reset? Mods gay? Did it update? I don't know. I mean, usually it should keep settings even if it updates. Just saw my IG story. Yeah, you remember him? He came in here. He would come chat every now and then. And apparently, Iran has like no internet right now. Most of the internet is completely down. It's like stuck in my keyboard. Yeah, I think they. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, I think they turned off all the internet for like for safety and stuff. I don't know. War. I think we need to make more anti-war media. Movies, shows. We need more anti-fascist media. Andor's good. We need more. War never change. Oh, war is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into fighting each other. Ecobellic. I saw someone said there was like an article that was posted about the story development of GTA 6 being a little darker, and then apparently some directors were like, no, let's like tone it down a bit, because I think it's probably because they know they have a really young audience and they didn't want to make it that dark. I'm not sure. All the most popular people are anti-war, people just don't realize it. Yeah, that's true. You can't teach them how to... You can't understand it for them. Unfortunately. But I do hope they take the story in a more serious direction, because GTA 4, I think, is a lot more compelling than 5. Five is just kind of like a... 5 is like weed movie vibes. It's entertaining, but it's not as impactful. People really only know 5 though. Yeah, but they've also been able to make... I mean, I know it's a completely different franchise, but they are able to tell more mature and kind of like more grim stories because they do have Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, if 4 had the gameplay 5, it would have been crazy. I just don't really know where the creative direction that they want to take for it, in lieu of knowing they have a younger audience that's familiar with the goofy stoner vibe. But I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully, maybe... I hope the story is less weed-brained. Yeah, Red Dead 1 and 2 are both very serious. Overall story very serious. They do have like some silly elements in it, but overall it's still very serious. Yippee! Red Dead 2 replay when? I'm down because there's hunting. I remember the hunting all the legendary stuff was fun, but it's gonna be a while, I think, because we have too much in the queue. And fishing, hunting, fishing, loving every day. That's the kind of prayer my prayer board prays. Riding my tractor, hunting, fishing, loving every day. Punchy has been very distraught today because John has been gone all day. And Punchy has been fucking wailing. Oh my god. He won't even leave me alone when I just go to pee for 5 seconds. Steam fishing event? The what-ting? There's still going on fishing game? Oh! Is there fishing in Death Stranding? Because when I went to buy it just now because I realized I didn't have it installed. And I was like, oh my god, only $20 Canadian? Wow, so cheap! And then it was on sale. Oh, thanks, Kojima. I think he put it on sale just for me. cheap. Just like how they did Alien just for me. Alien Day. You really want your tax money at this point? Sif, are you IRS? IRS, Sif? Ko uses in his song intro, "What's up guys, it's me, old man with dad. Today I will be checking out this fantasy game to see if I can play it with my kids. Also, here's some puns." That's my Ko impression. He's like the most unproblematic streamer gamer guy. I don't think he's just so guy. He's just guy. I would assume his kids are probably insane at video games. Try to make a game once and failed? Ko? That's actually very expected. It would be way more surprising to know that he tried to make a game and succeeded. Did I lift? Yeah. I did squats and then I did one leg press and then I did some chest. And then I started sobbing at the gym, so I couldn't focus on working out anymore. Iris software pocket pussy. Why the Instagram story context? It got kind of weird, so I was like, I should leave and go back to my bed and eat. Bow wow wow. It was very, very, very sad. Which means I'm gonna do more art contests. Yippee! I talked about it earlier in the secret art stream. I think I'm gonna do the theme will be, you can start on it now. I mean, I doubt you'll finish in like a week, but the theme is video game characters in everyday life. So, for example, Master Chef going grocery shopping, or like, I don't know, Jill Valentine doing her laundry, you know, stuff like that. Master Chef, yeah, Master Chef the video game. Master Chief, I'm ESL. I think I kind of want to draw Doom guy sitting in a Waffle House, looking out the window as an Oblivion portal opens. Because I remember seeing a picture of an Oblivion portal outside of a Waffle House. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to draw anything for it, but that will be the contest idea. Is it this one? It probably... Oh, no, it wasn't this one. But I think someone made a follow-up picture of this and like had the Waffle House parking lot empty, and then the parking lot had the portal in it. I've never been to a Waffle House. I need to go. Yeah, or like Sora going to Costco, you know, everything, like somebody walking their dog. Does it have to make sense? No, it doesn't have to make sense at all. Am I joining the streamers? Probably not today. Because I'm still jerking this picture off. Yeah, it doesn't have to make sense. But the theme should be whatever character in an everyday life situation. Or it could be like fishing, just like something very tame. Cause I think the energy it should exude is like kind of peaceful and just kind of like very normal. Or like someone pooping on the toilet on their phone or something. I think that would be fun. I think some juxtaposition would be good, but I'm not going to be super strict on what qualifies as everyday life and what doesn't. Sort of like this. Yeah, or like playing video games, pretty much. Yeah, like you can do anything, as long as it's a video game character, and they're in an everyday, very average life situation. Henry shitposting on forums. Elden Ring character in DMV line. That's good. You draw Doomguy Master Chief in Speedos having beach volleyball? Yes. You can. I mean, you could even draw Verso playing the piano. Technically, it is like an average everyday life thing. But it just won't be very interesting for the premise. Because you want to like take that to be a little bit silly. This for our contest, the theme for the upcoming one I'm gonna make, yes. Not my drawing. Does Pokemon count? Yeah, you can do Pokemon. I think Pokemon would be really easy. Cause, they already be living in everyday life and shit. I would encourage you to try to be a little experimental. Like, for example, if you drew Vaporeon taking a bath, it does fit the theme, but like, come on, that's such a pussy prompt. That's such a pussy that's such a pussy theme. Go try something like funny, silly. I mean, I personally would prefer it more if it was like more out of place. Like for example, like I said, Doom Guy in a Waffle House. But it's not a strict rule. If someone wants to draw a Vaporeon or Piplup taking a bubble bath, they still count. Because they'll still, at the end of the day, just judge it based on the overall execution. Edward Kenway robbing an armored truck. What part of everyday life do you not fucking understand? That is, nobody has robbing truck every day. No one. It's every day, bro. No, it's not. Getting ghosted by recruiters after applying for a job, yeah. Comics are allowed. You can submit panels if you want. Like 4-panel comic or whatever. Or multi-panel. If you want to tell a story with the everyday life. But it has to count as one submission. If you're not sure, just ask. It can't be everyday life in context of in-game lives. No, it has to be in context of like real life. Like our human real life. Yeah, mundane life. No tryhards allowed? What does that mean? What? You can go as crazy as you want. This is an art contest, not a meme contest. I don't know if you're in the wrong spot. If you thought you could like put some fucking stickman and write a story. This is ranked art. Your elo is too low. If people submit like a shitty meme, I don't even look at it. Like the moment the image hits my eyes, it's immediately skipped. Bye bye. Oh yeah, other reasons why an entry might be skipped is, like I won't even give it a second thought, is if it comes from an empty account with no portfolio and past work uploaded. And I check. Okay, I do check. There have been, I mean, not like super blatant, but there were some entries that I was like, okay, this is obviously traced. But most people were, it was like genuine. What do you get? Money. Probably the same prize pool as before, 8k USD total. I forgot how much first place gets. It was like 2.5 and then 1.3 and then 800 or something, I don't remember. What's an account that posts very sporadically? That's fine as long as you have some example of past work. So if you just made an empty Blue Sky account, have a link to your other portfolio somewhere. No, I'm not with Sentinels anymore. I don't even think they get, did they even give a cash prize for that art contest they had me host? All my art contests are out of my own pocket. The old banner was censored in the latest video? That's hilarious. I didn't even ask them to do that, but that's funny. They only gave 200 USD for the first art contest 4 years ago. That's it? Well, obviously I couldn't say anything at the time. That's how you rent. I was paid like, I don't remember the exact amount. I was paid 14k USD a month with them. I don't remember the exact amount though. It's like, it's between 12 and 16. I don't remember exactly. Pretty sure I did mention that before. Yeah, I did. My don't have orgs. Orgs do not give money to content creators streaming anymore because that was a very like COVID boom thing. Very COVID boom specific thing. Esports orgs constantly bleed money. They don't really make that back from paying the amount that streamers should be paid. So another thing is, let's say like, cause Sentinels, the only streamer that Sentinels has right now is Tarek, and Tarek pulls like, I don't know how many viewers he gets. He does like co-streaming stuff, right? Yeah, he peaks like 60k, 80k with Sentinels, for that. So usually if you have a bunch of streamers in your roster and you're paying like someone who gets between like 3 to 7k viewers a 10k salary and you have multiple of that, that's very quickly going to add up to like massive amounts of money that you're bleeding out monthly, and then the amount that you're making back from paying these content creators is not enough. So ideally what they, I assume, do is what they did with the accountant ad is they will sell like a bundle package of be like, okay, this is how many concurrent viewers we get under our sponsor at all this time, you have to pay this rate. So that's how they will try, but I think the amount that they are paying for those streamers is like massively outweighing the actual return that they get from it. So it's better for them to just have one guy who focuses on the one thing that they focus a lot on, which is, in Sentinel's case, it would be Valorant. So it wouldn't make sense to keep me and Tyson. Actually, it made more sense to keep Tyson. I don't know why they didn't keep Tyson. But me is like, it didn't matter because I was not into their Valorant stuff. I also did not really bring like a girly pop demographic into that stuff because you guys who are like girly pops and gays are not interested in the manosphere of Valorant. So it's not really like super smart business-wise to keep paying me, but then I did know that was going to happen, which is why last time I renegotiated my contract, I said, give me a 2-year one instead of a 1-year one, because I know that esports is going to crash from the COVID boom. So that locked them into the 2-year contract with me to have a maximum payment. And then, as I estimated correctly, after the 2-year contract was up, I'm out. This business. Players' teams are getting signed around for the Esports World Cup only to get dropped right after. Yeah. And a lot of teams, not set. Okay, for the record, Sentinels was really sweet. They treated me really well. I don't have any horror stories with them. Like they were really good, and they were a great team to work with. The only thing I complained about was like, okay, the banner was fucking ugly. Okay, and and if I like calculate the logistics of them and me putting that banner on my stream, like for the amount of hours that I stream, which is like 250 hours to like, let's say an average of 3K viewers, I'm actually getting paid less than I should be. Because if a 2-hour sponsor pays me for an average of 12K or 2 hours, getting paid 16K a month for 250 hours is actually not a lot. So that being said, I did terminate my contract early, and I was like, okay, just let me leave early after you pay, because technically the 2-year wasn't up. I was like, I don't want this sponsor on, I don't want this like banner on my screen anymore. So I'm okay. So the other thing is if me and Tyson, like I can't speak for Tyson, but if I'm assuming that they would be okay with it, is if me and Tyson have both negotiated for a lower rate and was like, okay, you can just pay us like 5K a month and we'll keep your banner going, and it's like a stream of income, it's like, sure. They would probably say yes, and they would probably be okay with it, but it's just really not worth it in my eyes, and I don't think it's worth it for Tyson even more so. So, yeah. So I didn't think that banner was worth being paid that amount anymore. Because I got into a really good agency that gets me those good ad deals, good sponsor deals. Because Loaded has been really nice. Because I used to be with a different agency. Yeah, because I stream a lot of hours. So I'm assuming most of their money when they go to sponsors to pitch as an org, like, hey, for example, Red Bull, we want to work with you. This is our rate to partner with us. You have to pay us this amount of money because we have Tarek on our team and these people on our team, and you have to pay like for that exposure specifically. Agency take a percent of sponsor money? Yeah. Usually agencies take anywhere. The usual rate is 10%. Some will take 20%. So that means if you get an offer for like a 16K, they will take 20% of that, which like is up to you whether you think 10% or 20% is a lot. And then what they do for you is they pitch you to a lot of different companies, a lot of different publishers, and be like, hey, I have this streamer that's really interested in this, like they're interested in working on market, like helping you market this game. This is their CCV, this is their engagement, and this is how many viewers they got, blah, blah, blah. And they like basically sell you to everybody. Can I find my own sponsors? I can, but like, why would I fucking do that? Hell no. Things in that machina. And then another thing is agencies will pretty much want to get you as much money as possible because that means more money for them. However, where it gets to like a kind of like the downside of it is if it's a really massive agency, because they already have a lot of money coming in from other creators and like other celebrities and stuff, that means they're not giving you as much focus, so that they can't like specify you and kind of personalized deals for you and try to go out of their way to help you find deals more, because they don't rely on you getting deals as much as they rely on everybody is getting deals, period. But then in a smaller agency, because they have less creators to work with, they're able to pitch those like smaller amount of creators more to everybody else. So it's kind of like your quality over quantity agencies. Things in that machina. Hope that was some interesting insight to people that do not know the back end of business deals. Are you giving specific agents? Yes. Ideally, you want a specific agent for streamer specifics. I can't speak for other like entertainment venues, but for streamers, usually you want to work with this like agent closely so that they can know you better, and then because they know you better, they can understand what kind of deals you're more likely to pick and what kind of brands that you would mesh a little bit better with. Like for example, if they pitched me crypto, I would be like, what the fuck? So they know I don't want to do that. And that was one of the downsides of working with a bigger agency, is they had a team of people like constantly going through a revolving door. It's like, oh, this person is leaving. Okay, well, I didn't even like, that's why I don't even want to bother getting to know you, because I know you're just gonna leave in a few months. So it's just very like, I bring you a deal, I bring you a deal, I bring you a deal, and that's it. Whereas a more quality agency would be like, would try to build more like long-term rapport and stay more personal, because you have to have like a good connection with the brand and the person that you're selling to. Would it be worth getting into a smaller streamer? It really depends. And it's kind of a case-by-case basis, because this is where there's like there's the dark side of the business aspect of it, is there are a lot of shitty businessmen in this industry that is very relatively new in other like businesses compared to fucking banking, for example. Like, Jesus. Agencies are good, generally speaking, for like, I would say mid to large size streamers, because they can easily compare rates and be like, okay, if this person has 1,000 viewers, then this person who averages 800 viewers should be getting this amount. But then if you're a smaller streamer with like 100 and 200 viewers, you have no connection and you don't really talk to people who know how much they're being paid for certain deals, you can be massively underpaid. And when the brand approaches you for a deal and they give you a rate, you don't know that you're being underpaid. And then you add in the middleman of someone who is like, hey, I'm an agency for like these VTubers. I'm an agent. I'm not an agency. I'm an agent for this VTuber. I'm an agent for this like small streamer. I can get you deals. And then you don't know that they're taking 40% behind the scenes. And you're just like, you don't know any better, because let's say, for example, you're supposed to be paid 1,000 for this 1 hour stream and they pocketed 600 and you thought 400 was good. So you took 400 and you're like, yeah, I'll gladly do 400, but you were actually supposed to get 1,000. So there's a lot. So those problems usually arise from people who are very small, like indie agents and like very small agencies, and they know that they can be predatory to smaller streamers that don't know any better. Doesn't the contract say? Unfortunately, there's a lot of like non-official stuff that also happens, is like someone will be like, hey, just out of goodwill, I'm gonna bring you this, you know, I'll just send you the money, whatever. Because that happens. It's not, there's like no professionality in it. There's no professionalism in it, because you're working with friends. And that's the other bad part, is that you have people who will literally be your friend. Like, it's literally your friend that you've known for years, basically bringing you a deal, taking more of the cut than they should, and then just going like, yeah, don't worry about the paperwork, like, I'll just send you the money. And then boom, they were stealing your money the whole time, for example. Is that normal? No. But it does happen, because there's a lot of naivety in this industry, and I don't blame the streamers for it, because it's like, how are you supposed to learn this shit? You don't. There's like no way for you to learn any of this unless you talk to a lot of peers and you just have a lot of like corporate info about this back-end business stuff. Yeah, it's everywhere at the low end, because people know those are the best people to take advantage of. It's everywhere. And it's just, it sucks. And that's the downside, yeah. That's kind of the downside of just like being in anything that's self-employed and self-employed adjacent, is you have to figure out how the business world works. Yeah, or get Ninja's masterclass where he teaches you about, to get started streaming, you need to have a mouse. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you have a keyboard. And that'll be $150. Oh, I didn't even get into like the sex pest aspect of it. Yeah, like the people who would be like, "Hey, want to do business? Like, I have a deal for you." You single? Which happens a lot in small streamer communities. Mo literally talked about this. Mo's sister streams. I don't know her. I never talked to her. I don't even know her. But Mo, you could ask Mo 9 times about this. He literally dropped in chat and was like, "Yeah, one of the Splitgate devs was like dangling an offer for her, kind of saying like if you date me or something, I'll get you like partnership and offers and like ambassador role for this game, stuff like that." He said it was a long time ago, so it was probably like, I don't know, old Splitgate. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that is a little bit poopy stinky. Don't know if that employee still works there. Oh, I had the month-long sponsor. Oh no. The thing Mo said, like Mo's sister, he said that thing was years ago, but it does happen. Is agents and just strange business individuals using business as a way to try to get pussy or try to get dick. Get the weirding. No agents. It says on your ad here, it says no agents. You're void, my boy. Hope you slept well. I slept alright. Hope your Say Jam Slam is working. Oh, it's working. Very nice. Glorimbus Gleambus. Oh, coaches are announced tomorrow. You guys aren't paired up yet? I mean, it's also not just restricted to agents. We watched that video a few months ago about one of the merch companies that was like in massive debt because one of the executives and owners was just spending tons of money constantly and then using someone else's merch, like another creator's merch line, to pay for the previous merch line and so on and so forth. Yeah, there's a lot of predatory businessmen that know that these streamers are easy to take advantage of because we don't have a lot of business sense, because we just get paid to play video games. Because you're nerds who play games. Yeah, that's what I just said, yes. Thank you for reiterating my point. Ye old Ponzi. That's but why male models? Are you serious? I just explained. But why male models? But why male models? I want to rewatch Zoolander. Do you mean it's getting more mainstream? The predatory shit might get worse? Probably, yeah. But the upside is usually content creators do talk to each other about this. If you're out of the loop because you have no friends, then that's kind of too bad. Because if someone has a really bad experience working for like a merch company, for example, they will tell their friends and be like, yeah, they were fucking ass. Do not work with them. Is that the true RV skin of YouTube MCNs? Not really. I think the streamer orgs is generally way less predatory than that. Because I think Machinima was very notorious for having like a god-awful contract. I would say the contract problems with the org side is usually with the pro players than content creators, streamers. Because back when esports just started becoming big, they would have like abysmal contracts where people would be sleeping in closets and stuff. It was bad. The shitima! Yeah, or like, there's a lot of stories of orgs promising that they're gonna build a team around this person named Bob, and then they're like telling Bob like, hey, we're gonna build like a pro esports team around you, like pick and choose who you want, blah blah blah. And then Bob's like, oh okay, yeah, I would love to have like this because we have really good synergy, blah blah blah. 2 weeks later, Bob and his friend gets kicked out, and everything that they were saying to them was lying. They were straight up lying. And then not communicating anything else, and then just going like, yeah, whatever, bye. Because they are expendable to them. These are companies. They want to make money. Bob. Orgs don't make money. That's exactly why they penny pinch so much. Because most of them bleed money. Bob l'éponge. And she's meowing. Bob l'éponge! I was curious, how is esports still going? Well, I don't fucking have the accounting data. I don't fucking know. I think they just kind of barely float by with some money from sponsors and like ads. I don't know. They do have investors. But I do not have the accounting data for that information. Oh yeah, Riot is gladly accepting Saudi money now, yes. And that's why there have been people holding signs saying, nice blood money and stuff like that at their tournaments. And it has been a subject of controversy recently. Yeah. Where is this current Valorant tournament? Toronto? Oh. Wagwan Delilah. Yeah, speaking of ownership of things exchanging hands, Nexus Mods sold to a company that is very profit motived, so people are in reasonable despair about the future of it. And they're probably gonna want to add a lot of ads. I don't know. Yeah. Because apparently it was also really hard to find out who they sold to. People had to do quite a bit of digging, and they managed to find out, and it was They were like really... They were very money! Mr. Krabs' voice. Money! Yeah. You can only download 5 mods a month unless you buy Plus membership. Then you can download 10 mods a month. If you would like to download unlimited mods a month, you can subscribe to our pay $30 a month and you can download as many mods as you want. Oh, except for these ones. These premium plus mods, you have to pay an extra $5 to be able to download each of these premium plus mods. Or buy our annual pass. Yeah. You want massive titties for your mods? Well, for every cup size you're going up, that's an extra $2. Oh, you're modding Leon from Resident Evil to have massive tits? Well, he's going up about 17 cup sizes, so that's gonna be $30. I don't like this. I don't know though, maybe it won't be that bad, we'll see. Maybe it will be okay, I don't know. Another transaction to them. Indeed, Sif, indeed. Them. Was it Starfield that tried to do paid mod? No, it was one of the Bethesda games, they were trying to introduce paid mods and everybody was like, get the fuck out of here. Is Fallout in Skyrim? Yeah, they had like they made like a whole UI window, whatever interface for it, and everybody was pissed. Yeah. Yeah, people Nexus made them for free, yeah. They did. I mean, I think it's fine if people want to make mods and want to be paid for them, but then the problem with like the Nexus mods acquisition is people who wanted to make free mods and then them forcing them to monetizing it and then the mod maker not really having a say in that. Obviously. New owner in the comments saying mods will stay free? I don't believe a fucking single word they say. There's like, I will never believe a single word any owner of something says. It gives me no consolation. It doesn't mean anything. Because when the time comes where they decide to change their mind and then you raise your pitchforks and said, but you promised! They'll just be like, so what? It's just words. Clocked his ass? You think so, Sif? I mean, Sif is pretty stupid. When we kept talking about the character in the alters, he kept saying January 6th because he just associates Jan with January 6th. He just kept being so patriotic. He also said he hated immigrants one time. Fucking ICE. Oh, Sif. The ICE bots are infiltrating our chat rooms. He's showing feet in racial chat rooms.
Alors tranchons la trame, découle la sinistre esquisse. Sors et fuis, je t'en prie. Fuis ce tableau maudit, cette toile d'une fausse vie. Portrait rêvé, imparfait, chaîne de ta liberté.
Seth, he left? Did he get embarrassed? Two daph streams? I literally said I was gonna have 2 streams. Me when I say I'm gonna have 2 streams and I have 2 streams. Monoka worst character? You shut your fucking whore mouth, you stinky cunt. Oh my god. Kill him! get he freaking arse. I think I better fucking run. Minoko is so strong. Actually, I think all of them are. But I thought the gimmick characters are a little more fun. Or like, relatively little more gimmicky. His like wheel spinning thing is fun, and I really like... I like CL's card thing, but I didn't really use her that much when I got more characters. Yeah, it was just really satisfying. Everyone but Gustav, yeah. Them still fully developing his skill tree, but then you're never gonna get to it. That's heat. They're committed to the bit. That's heat. I mean, CL's gimmick thing was like your average new League of Legends character passive. Which is why I skipped the tutorial for it, and I was like, I'm not even gonna read it, I can probably figure it out. And it's pretty much like, after auto-attacking once, this character's stack of cum gut will increase by 2. If it's a crit, it increases by 5. When it has 5 stacks, a dash will consume 3 stacks, and turning 3 stacks into extra bonus damage for percentage AP base boost, which then increases its movement speed by 1 to give another stack. Yeah. And then the dash will reset. Can't forget that. The Omega boss, Simon? No, I didn't. I kind of stopped playing after beating the game. I mean, I played the some of the side quests off stream and then I stopped. Why not? Because I just felt like I played enough of the game and I was like, bye. That's it. I feel very... I don't know, I think it's like a psychological thing, but if I finish the game before doing the DLC, I feel weird. Like, I don't like it. But then if I do the DLC first and then finish the game, it's like a more satisfying conclusion. But when I finish the game, the credits start rolling, my commitment to it massively decreases. Because it's like, it feels like it's concluded. Yeah, I wish the side content for the characters, their side quests, were actually part of the main story. Will there be DLC? I don't know, I think the devs said they don't know what to do yet. They're just celebrating. I also really don't like this new age and narrative storytelling technique of playing the credits as a bait. And it's like not really the actual ending. Can you fucking stop? And just like, you just continue the fucking story. Like, stop. It's annoying. Everybody and their fucking mom does it now. It's not special anymore. Stop it. Get some help. Hold on, we're back. Water. When cats yell at you, are they hungry? You hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yeah? You hungry? Oh. Hungry? I don't know if he's hungry. I'm gonna go pee. I think he's hungry, but I'm gonna ignore him because I don't care. And I don't know if I'm supposed to feed him. He went like, so imagine if his food bowl is here. He went like this. Meow! Meow! She's doing it again. And then he kept like jumping on the counter where his bowl is. I don't care. John will feed him when he gets back. What if he's lying? What if he's trying to get fed twice? Bitches throat. Fuck, how does it go? What's that song? I drink my problems, that's my problem. Mad at my mom cause she don't discover that. Bitches on my necklace, throat deep, they necklace. Bitches on my necklace, throat deep. Oh, here it is, I found it.
I face blunts, not problems, that's my problem. Mad at myself cause I done hurt my mama. Sad at the fact that I didn't change for dollars. Act like I'm fine when I just drink to hide it.
Pain subsided. Yeah, but I can't find it. I need time just to find new options. Everybody, I'm fine, I got it. Hate the fact that they know I'm lying. Necklace, throat deep, they necklace, sex so good, they think I'm dyslexic.
I face blunts now.
I face blunt. What is this? What in the Kia Twitter is this?
Okay, I got a little fat butt. My shorty told me that he like it like that.
Is this your post? I face blunts, not problems. That's my problem. Mad at my mama, cause you know that solve them. That is albums and the lion pain subsided. Bitches on my necklace, throw deep, they necklace. Sex so good, you think I'm dyslexic.
Empreinte de lumière, nos cœurs ont
Is this an original design? This drawing? No, I copied it from this. Because I'm evil. I want this more faded. I need this more faded than a hoe. Wait, what happened to the faded than a hoe guy? Cloud skin. Kia Asylum. He got racist? Oh no. Just like me. Oh, cloud skin. Pardon, what, you weren't here for daph racist arc of 2022? The no-purpose flower incident. Didn't know she was problematic. Oh goodness. Yeah. Pretty problematic. There around the time people thought I was okay. No, that was like 2 years before. The cookie run incident. The VTuber stuff. God, I'm tanky as fuck. Nothing worked. Try again. That fuck-ass lawyer spends time reporting on Johnny Somali. That guy's also a passport bro. So, you know, very nice demographic there. I have a favorite flying type, Altaria. Flying dragon. Oh yeah, let me put the Psyduck on now, maybe. Yeah, honestly, the like worst thing I've ever done is definitely the neighbor thing. But it was funny, so it gets a little bit of a leeway. Not a lot of leeway, but a little bit because it was funny. It gets a tiny small pass. So, I mean, I thought it was funny. There's so many worse things. I mean, yeah, but they're not reactive enough. Remember when they yelled at me in the street and I yelled back? Yeah, cause I'm fucking standing on business. Is it not clocking to you that I am standing on business? Pretty sure I like frame 1 yelled back. Yeah, I fucking like perfect frame 1 yelled back. A duck. Very typically added. Yeah, I saw, but I don't really want to play the game just for that and beat it in like 2 hours and then just jack off. When I muted one time to yell, that was gangster as fuck. I think if I grew up with a gun, I would have shot somebody. But like, not kill them, you know? Warning shot. But it's good that that's not the reality that I grew up in, because the only thing I shot at them was fucking ass spray. I sprayed liquid ass into their window. And that was... I remember when I did it, I was like, guys, I did something, but I can't tell you what I did. And then like, I think months later is when I told you guys. Really? Yeah. Okay. Listen, I know it's not a good thing to do. And I know that 2 wrongs don't make a right. But they can literally solve their problem by closing their window. Then they wouldn't hear it. They would not hear me streaming at night. And I think I mentioned they like retaliated by opening their window all the time, putting a speaker there and like constantly blasting music when they're out of the house, like directly into my room, that I didn't even hear. So I bought liquid ass, put it in a water gun and sprayed it into their window multiple times. This was 3-4 years ago. Yeah, so that room probably smelled like shit for a long time. I mean, I don't know if... I don't know how they reacted to it, but I did it multiple times. and I put the liquid, like the water gun, in a doggy doo-doo bag and like tied it and like put it in the garage so that if I needed to take it again, I literally bought rubber gloves for it too. I bought like the, you know, the surgical rubber gloves to handle it, doggy doo-doo bags, and handled the gun with my glove and just sprayed it in multiple times. But it was years ago, okay? There's no evidence now. Allegedly. Maybe I just made up this story to make you guys laugh. You know, it's so funny. It's so silly. Never said I was a good person. I'm evil. Yeah, I'm just spreading misinformation. And then, the poetic thing is, you know, it's still very tragic, is like a year or two after that, they got dementia. The dad of the household got dementia. So that's where the joke of the spray being liquid dementia came from. That I accidentally grabbed the liquid dementia spray instead of liquid ass. This is okay. This is the kind of, this is dark humor. Okay, I think this is like pretty on par with dark humor. This is the dark humor that happens in this stream. How old were they? It was a family of like, I think a son and a daughter, the mom and the dad, and I think the mom and the dad are like 50 to 60, and then the son and daughter is in their either like 18 to 25. I'm not too sure, because I'm not home that often. No, the dad got dementia. The dad, the old dad. And then another funny side lore about the mom of that house is she is actually the aunt of a neighbor down the street who my sister talks to, because sometimes they run into them, and they have the neighbor down the street has two sons, and they're both the same age as me and my sister, and we went to the same school together. So that our neighbor is the neighbor down the street, that person's aunt, the same age as us. And my sister asked them about that lady before, and they're like, yeah, she's kind of crazy. They said she was kind of weird. And that's the tea. That's the neighborhood block drama. I don't know what they're up to now. This is the neighbor I was beefing with? The dementia one? Yeah. Did she call me a bitch? Was my sister? Yeah. My sister was walking Yon home one day, and they like, I think the daughter was driving home and saw her on the way, had her window rolled down, and called her a bitch, or like was pulling out of the garage or something. So I was like, did they not know we're two different people? Did they not, like, do they even not know there's like two people in that house? Or like, technically three? They're Asian. The kids are Asian. The dad is white, the mom is Japanese, I think. Not too sure. Oh wait, I didn't even talk about I didn't even catch about the diseased eyes. That was before the liquid ass. The diseased eyes was like at least 2 or 3 years before the liquid ass incident. I think the diseased eye thing was like when I was a really small streamer. But okay, so that one is a little like I do remember why I put up the diseased eyes. So this was before I was a big streamer, like way before. So this was even before the liquid ass stuff. I was pretty big. Was I? No, the diseased eyes happened before, I thought. But then I like recalled the story after. But I could be remembering wrong. Pretty sure I was a smaller streamer back then. Yeah, no, it like happened before and then I talked about it a little bit later. So the diseased eye story is when I was a smaller streamer, there was one night I left my window open and they also had their window open and they're like, be quiet. And I was like, oh, sorry. And then I closed my window. But then the problem was actually, so that was my fault. That was my fault. And then the next night, I made sure, like from that day on, I made sure to always have my windows closed. Like I never leave it open anymore, which is also why the liquid ass thing happened, because I was like, fuck you. Alright, so I always close my window, and then the next like few nights, I made sure to always have my windows closed, and my room was like a sauna all the time, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just streaming, like it's gonna be hot, I'll deal with it. And then, like a few days later, they knocked on our door to complain about the noise coming from my room for the past few nights. And then I was like, there's no way it could have been me, because I have also been sleeping through those nights and making sure my window was super duper closed. So there was no way it was me. And my dad was like, yeah, I think she's schizophrenic. So then I was like, what the fuck is she like upset at? Because I didn't even make any noise on those nights. And I printed out a bunch of pictures in color. I looked up diseased eyes on Google and I basically posted a bunch of, I printed on a piece of paper a bunch of like different images like this. And I taped it on my window facing them. And a few days later, they ran into my dad who was doing some gardening outside with a gift basket and was like, hey, we're really sorry about the alteration we had. You know, here's a gift basket, whatever, blah, blah. And my dad was like, no, we don't want your gift. No. And then my dad was like, hey, they mentioned that you had like some pictures up on your windows. And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, huh, don't take them down yet. And then I was like, okay. I eventually did take them down a week later, I think. Because my dad doesn't like them either. Yeah. Do they still have beef? I don't think so. I think just kind of coexist. Yeah. That's funny. Ever find my stream? I don't know. But they got dementia, so. Yeah, they cussed at my sister or like gave her a middle finger. I don't remember exactly, thinking it was me. Oh, there it is! Yeah, here. This is what I did. There's the picture. I had to dig this photo up. You know? Well, I did say I do some things sometimes. But I think because it was funny that it gets a small pass. But by no means am I a pillar and beacon of morality that you should learn from. Oh, good times. Thanks, CRS Liberty. You aspire to be as evil as me? Go forth. If you are aspiring to be evil, that's fine. Just don't look at me like the beacon of some good morality. Cause that ain't me, bruh. Oh, it's still a funny prank. It's not like I fucking printed out Goatsy. Which I could have, but I didn't. Like, the potential to be even more evil was there and I didn't do that. Opens your window in the morning. Fucking Goatsy. Yeah, I was holding back. I was. Why are you really know about this out? Well, you didn't ask. This is old daph lore. This is not like secret news. This is old lore. The Goatsy? Oh no, I did not print a picture of Goatsy. I mean, my point is that I could have, but I didn't. So that actually makes me a better person. The fact that I didn't do something worse. See, your faves need to be a little bit problematic, otherwise they're boring. It's me, I'm faves. Do not watch this streamer. She is very problematic. She taped diseased eyes to harass her neighbors for 2 weeks. Is it problematic even they're the wrong? I don't really give a shit whether or not it's justified. I just wanted to be a little fuck. So like I don't really give a shit if it's right or wrong or justified or not. I just wanted to, yeah, I just did it to be evil. I mean, it is wrong because when something like that happens, you should always be the bigger person and blah 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 blah, you know. But I don't, whatever, man. Liquid ass. I use liquid ass. I cast liquid ass. They not say anything about liquid dementia? I don't think they knew. But that smell was really bad, which is why I used gloves to handle it, and I put the gun and the spray, like the liquid bottle that it came from, in a dog poop bag tied it. No, I'm pretty sure I double bagged it in dog poop bags and put it in the garage. And every time I handled it, I put the gloves on. There's no way that they didn't smell that in that room. I thought I used gloves so they wouldn't trace my prints. Trace my prints on a water gun? I just didn't want the fucking poo-poo juice on my hands.
Hello, goat. How
No, that liquid ass smells really fucking bad. It's rank. Well, if you need to buy it, like, that's my testimony, is it smells really, really bad. What was the exact band? I'm pretty sure it's called liquid ass. It's called liquid ass. What's the context? I was being evil. It's another Wednesday, yeah. Evil time. Is that liquid ass? I think it is. I actually bought, I'm pretty sure I bought like a 2-pack and I didn't use the spray and I unscrewed the nozzle and poured it into a water gun. It's out of stock. Someone must have bought it all. And you know, obviously I used gloves to handle the whole thing, so I wouldn't get it on my hands. On J, and then I stopped streaming. I end up on JCS. They found a basement full of liquid dementia. Walter Goggins made it? Really? He made liquid ass? In chat? Oh my god, imagine putting that in a humidifier. Humid ass. Doing this at work. You probably shouldn't do that. Oh. The first review? Wait, what did it say? This stuff literally smells like ass, bad ass, horrible ass. You need to go to the doctor, ass. Tried it last night on my boyfriend. Here's a summary. Sprayed liquid ass 3 times on his sweater, then nonchalantly dropped in the living room 10 feet away. Boyfriend asked before I turned the bathroom fan on. Comments on how stinky the cat's poop is. Covers shirt, scoops all 3 cat boxes in hopes of eliminating their stench. Goes on a mad hunt insisting the cat must have crap somewhere in the house. Boyfriend sweeps and mops all the tile floors, sprinkles baking soda over the carpet, vacuums the entire place. Liquid ass. It sticks like hell too, they say. Oh god. Yeah. I'm not sure where I got the idea from. I don't even know how I learned the existence of liquid ass. I don't know. It came to me in a dream. Maybe that's just a hidden passive you get for being evil. Am I still evil? Well, a little bit maybe. Maybe a little bit. I think if you want to be evil though, it has to at least be a little bit funny. That's the rule of evil. It needs to be at least mildly funny. Liquid ass stocks are pumping. Okay, well there you go. If anybody's trying to do some little pranks. Some harmless prankage. Liquid ass is chemical warfare. It is. And it's definitely not exactly a harmless prank, because it's very nasty. But, I don't really care. Because I'm a fucking gangsta. So you get sued? Well, that's why you don't want to talk about it right after doing it. And you want to be very careful. And make sure you always have a plausible deniability alibi. Not that I would know anything about that. I was asleep. What's the statute of limitations for liquid ass? I am not sure. Unfortunately. Am I creating art for a specific purpose? Yeah. Fun. What about solid ass? I don't know. What about punished ass? What about naked ass? Solidus ass. Metal Gear ass. Phantom ass? Wait, Venom ass? Marble Bible? Will I play Barble Bible again? Maybe? I don't have plans for it. Oh, Night Rain, someone asked about it earlier. I said I probably wait until they have a little more updates instead of just like one morsel. Thanks, Lucius. Instead of a morsel of a crumb. That way it's not just hopping on, playing for like an hour and then being done. Sliver of a morsel of a crumb. You can career change tell you what you should be when you grow up? Yeah, I got you. You should be a... radio tower engineer. Liquid ass peddler. Where's my dots? Ass seller, I require your strongest ass. You can't handle my strongest ass, traveler. Ass seller, I am going to battle and I need your strongest ass. You can't handle it. Thanks, Skylark. Thanks, Hope. Oh, I like that. It's cute. Well... No. Never mind. I need more ass, Sergeant. This. You yawn. I need to get some coffee. Your wife had foot surgery. Your wife cheated on you. Doesn't want you to know. Sorry I had to find out like this. With me. Yeah. Was the void again? No. Did they add new encounters? Life is so peaceful right now. MSC server? Abe said it's not gonna be until July. A while. I'm guessing he's waiting for everybody's schedules to free up. I was just curious. Bum 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 bum. It'll last more than 1 week. Well, I hope so. I'm not really interested in the PvP battle stuff, but I think they're adding duo battles. So I hope other people play it, but then I'm just gonna funnel money into John. I'm just gonna funnel money and resources into John. Go, my scarab! Yeah, I'm just the arms dealer. I'm Lockheed Martin. What is this? Oh. This is the beat that gets you kicked out of the club? Why? Are you shaking ass too aggressively? But down. Zero. Do I want a sequel to Expedition 33? Well, I don't really care if they make one or not. As long as they make another game. I just hope they keep making games. Oh yeah, I got screwed over. I don't think they will because I think they have a lot of money. Even before the massive success of it. What if I do this? I think it's fine. Interesting. Was I there? No, I was probably streaming when it happened. Me not knowing. Me not knowing. Aren't they can tell if you did some illegal tampering to your Switch or something? I don't remember exactly what the wording was. Or they could break it? Brick it? I don't know. I don't know exactly what the terminology, technicalities of it were. Imagine... Imagine the... Okay, like... You did some, like, ROM hacking shit in your Switch or whatever to play a certain game and they can remote control it, and then suddenly your Switch 2 screen freezes. And then this guy fades into view. Well, not this guy, but someone looks at you like this, and it just goes... And then you can't control it anymore because it's bricked. Because they could remote take over it. That's what he's doing nowadays, yeah. Monitoring people's Switch activities. Okay, Death Stranding in a few minutes. I'm just gonna grab a snack. Burbit.